Okay, welcome back to the Flip class. Today we're going to talk about measurement again. Now yesterday, or the last video that you watched, we talked about inches and half inches, and we've been working on that in class, okay? Today we're going to talk about the quarter inch. Now, if you're thinking all these terms sound familiar, they should, because one, you know that a quarter is 1/4 of a dollar, right? 4 quarters makes $1. And two, we've been working on fractions like all year, like forever, like 100 years in a row, okay? So you should be ready to go, all right? Now let's check it out. Let's draw 1/2 inch markers, okay? It says volunteers, I'm the only one here, so I volunteered, all right? Here we have 0, just like it's a number line, right? This is our ruler, we have 0 and we have 1 here, okay? Between 0 and 1, and now every ruler is going to look a little different, but they're all going to have these same kind of markings, okay? Halfway would be right here. That's 1/2. Okay, that's halfway between 0 and 1. Now, how else could we label 1/2 of an inch? Okay, could we use a different denominator? We sure could, okay? Because today we're going to be talking about fourths. So if you cut between 0 and 1, if you cut your inch instead of in half, right? If you cut that, let's get rid of that. Cut it in fourths. There's one piece here. So this is 1/4 of an inch, okay? This is that longer line, okay, which is halfway, but what's half of 4? What's the equivalent of 1/2 if we're talking about fourths? 2/4, right? So that's 2/4, or 1/2 of the way over, so there's another piece there. Here's our third piece, okay, and that is 3/4. And then as we go over one more, of course we're at 1 inch, which is also, as we know, equivalent to 4/4, okay? We're talking about the same units of measurement. We're still talking about inches, but instead of doing half inches or whole inches, we're breaking down the inch into 4 pieces, even smaller, and those are called fourths, okay? Those are called equivalent fractions, and we know that. 2/4, 1/2, same thing, all right? If we're using 2/4 instead of 1/2 inch, how many pieces are we dividing the inch into? Well, we just said 4 pieces, okay? Now if you look on your ruler, there's a whole bunch of little markings, but usually the fourths will be longer than the rest, okay? You can see that here, you can tell. If not, look at your ruler and check that out, okay? 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 pieces, 4 pieces. Go ahead and pause the video, take a minute to look at your ruler, and if you're like, Mr. Quick, I don't have a ruler at home, Google ruler and look at it, okay? Pause the video when you've checked that out and when you've seen that each inch is broken into fourths and you can identify those fourths, hit play again. Okay, welcome back. Hopefully you've checked out the fourths on your ruler or on a ruler that you've Googled, okay? Can we easily identify the fourth or quarter inches? Same thing, a quarter inch, 1/4 inch. Yeah, because the lines are longer. And the 1/2 inch, which is 2/4, is usually even longer. Not always, but usually it's the longest line except for the whole numbers, okay? Let's measure a couple of lines here, shall we? Okay? I'm going to take this line, and as we talked about the last time, it's got to be lined up perfectly with the start of your ruler, or the start of your number line, okay? Well, we go over 1 inch here, so it's longer than an inch. We go over 2 inches here, so it's longer than 2 inches. So just like a mixed number, we know that it doesn't go to the 3, so 2 is going to be our whole number as part of the mixed number. And then if we have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts, 4/4 in 1 inch, this one looks like it goes over 1/4. So this line that we just measured is 2 1/4 inches long, okay? Here's what I want to do now. I'm going to pick a different line. Whoa! That was fun. I'm going to pick a different line. We'll pick this long one here, okay? I'm going to line it up for you. All right? Look, starting at 0, going all the way over. We're past the 4. If you can zoom in here and see how many fourths that line goes into the 4, between the 4 and the 5 inches, okay? I want you to tell me that tomorrow. I'm not going to tell you how far it is. I will confirm your answer tomorrow, hopefully confirm your correct answer, okay? We're starting at 0. We're going all the way over, and we know that the line is past 4, but it's not quite till 5. Give you a hint. It's probably going to be your whole number, that 4. But you tell me how many fourths that line is, okay? 4 and how many fourths, okay? Okay, let's do one quick word problem, and then we're gonna get out of here, all right? Bill measured a line. It was greater than 1 3/4 inches, but it was less than 2 1/2 inches, which could have been the right measurement, okay? Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I know it's longer than 1 3/4, so I'm gonna go over 1 3/4, okay? There's 1 inch, and then I know these are fourths, right? There's 4/4 between 1 and 2. I'm gonna go over 3. There's 1 inch, 1 1/4 inch, 1 1/2 inches, or 1 2/4 inches, 1 3/4 inches. So I'm right there, okay? It also says it was less than 2 1/2 inches, okay? Well, let's use red here. There's 1 inch, there's 2 inches, and here's that halfway mark, or 2/4, all right? So I know that my answer has to be somewhere in this range right here. So now all I'm going to do next is look down and find all of these measurements and see which ones could be possibilities. 2 3/4 inches, okay? Well, here's 2, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Could 2 3/4 inches be the answer? No, it's outside of our range, okay? Can't be that one, okay? 3 inches. That's an easy one, okay? Because we know about mixed numbers. If we're looking at somewhere between 1 3/4 and 2 1/2, 3 inches cannot be less than 2 1/2. 3 inches, which is right here, not going to work. It's outside of our range, okay? What about 2 1/4 inches? Well, let's see. We'll go over 1 inch, 2 inch, and then there's 1/4. Well, that could be our answer. That probably is our answer. I'm going to put my little M for maybe, because I still want to check and make sure that D is not right. 1 1/2 inches. All right, D is 1 1/2 inches. Let's go over 1, and then here's that 1/2 mark, and you notice it's before that blue line that we marked, so it's also not in our range. So it can't be D, all right? We've proven it on the ruler because we found the mark. It is C, 2 1/4 inches, okay? Next we'll be talking about 1/8 of an inch, okay? I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see you next time.